At the prestigious Shihai First Academy, the air is thick with anticipation. Years of theoretical study have led to this moment. On the ground, a glowing green transmutation circle pulses with magical energy, ready to determine the students' futures. From a podium, the principal of the academy, Lu Yun, a stern-looking man with a neatly trimmed beard, addresses the anxious crowd of students. His voice booms, declaring that today is the day their professions will be chosen, a day that will define their destinies. Lu Yun continues his speech, hoping the students will reach the same level as their esteemed senior, Su Qianqing, a level 80 holy mage. Her brilliant, powerful silhouette flashes before the students, an inspiring symbol of what they could become, a pillar of the human race. Among the students is Lin Moyu, a tall young man with black hair and a calm, detached expression. He stands within a glowing transmutation circle, but his mind is elsewhere. He reveals a secret. He has been reborn into this world and has been waiting 20 years for this very day, determined not to fail in choosing his profession. Lin Moyu reflects on the nature of this world. It operates like a massive RPG, filled not only with dungeons and secret areas to be explored, but also dangerous monsters roaming the wild lands. In this world, after selecting a profession, individuals level up by slaying monsters and raiding dungeons. This is the path to power, allowing them to gain experience, enhance their skills, and increase their overall strength in a cycle of constant growth and combat. Countless sages of the past carved out a living space for humanity amidst the hordes of monsters, establishing the stable society of today. The most popular professions are naturally the combat classes, with support and lifestyle professions being secondary. These classes are further divided into 5 grades: low, mid, high, rare, and the coveted legendary. Lin Moyu knows the odds are slim. A legendary occupation is so rare that the entire, sprawling Shihai city might not produce a single one in a decade. His sharp, determined eyes reflect the immense pressure and high stakes of the day. The moment finally arrives. Principal Lu Yun, alongside another master, stands before the grand transmutation circle. With a powerful command, he activates it, causing the intricate patterns to flare with immense energy, signaling the official start of the ceremony. But as Lin Moyu watches with intense focus, his concentration is broken. His cheerful, blonde-haired classmate, Gao Yang, slings an arm around his shoulder, eagerly asking what profession he desires. Visibly annoyed, Lin Moyu brushes off the friendly gesture, trying to keep his attention on the unfolding ceremony. Gao Yang chatters on, undeterred by his friend's silence. He declares his own ambition to become a knight, boasting that his physique is perfect for it, so he can protect the girls. He adds that since both Lin Moyu and another top student, Xia Shui, have excellent grades, they're sure to get good professions. Their conversation draws taunts from nearby students. One tells Gao Yang to stop talking to the idiot, while another scoffs that good grades mean nothing, sneering that Lin Moyu will probably end up with a common livelihood class. Gao Yang quickly defends his friend, telling the others to back off. He knows the truth. Lin Moyu isn't an idiot, he's just quiet because he doesn't feel the need to speak. It's a simple sign of loyalty that the mockers don't understand. Meanwhile, Principal Lu Yun speaks respectfully to an esteemed guest, an elderly man with a long, white beard and the robes of a scholar. This is Zhang Qian, a powerful, level 52 formation master, present to oversee the important ceremony. From the crowd, Lin Moyu's eyes widen in surprise. He instantly recognizes the significance of the old man's presence. An array master is a rare and powerful supporting profession, and having one here proves how seriously this ceremony is being taken. Principal Lu Yun steps up to the microphone, his voice ringing out across the hall. He announces that the ceremony will now begin and instructs students to enter the transmutation circle when their name is called. He calls the first one, Suda. A nervous student named Suda steps into the circle. As the magic flares around him, a system window appears, revealing his destiny. Livelihood class farmer. A green crystal, symbolizing his new profession, materializes before him. Suda stares in horror at the result. The hope drains from his face, replaced by utter disbelief and despair. Of all the possibilities, he received a common livelihood class, and a farmer at that. His dreams of being a powerful combatant are crushed. The crowd offers some polite encouragement for the disappointed student, murmuring that becoming a farmer isn't so bad. They reason that it can be upgraded to a grand or even a holy farmer, But the underlying sentiment is clear. The ceremony has started on an unremarkable note. The trend of ordinary outcomes continues as the next student is assigned the livelihood class of chef. While the boy is overjoyed, crying tears of happiness at inheriting his father's profession, it does little to raise the overall excitement. The ceremony is so far yielding only common, non-combat roles. Observing from the side, Master Zhang Qian comments to Principal Lu Yun that this year's crop of students seems quite average. The principal agrees with a sigh, noting that so far, not a single rare profession has appeared. Master Zhang asks how long it's been since the academy last produced a student with a rare profession, lamenting that even a high-level combat class would be a welcome sight. Principal Lu Yun replies that it's too much to hope for, as the entire city of Shihai is lucky to see even 1 or 2 rare professions each year. The principal's voice cuts through the chatter, calling the next name. Xia Shui. A tall, beautiful girl with long black hair and a confident aura steps forward. She is Xia Shui, one of the academy's top students, and as she walks, she thinks to herself, Lin Moyu, I'll show you who the real genius is. The rivalry runs deep. Xia Shui recalls how they were always known as the 2 geniuses of the academy, but in every ranking, Lin Moyu was always on top. Her intense gaze reveals her burning desire to finally surpass him, refusing to admit defeat. As Xia Shui approaches, Master Zhang Qian's bored expression vanishes. His eyes widen, a spark of excitement flashing within them. He leans forward, sensing something different about this student. This girl has potential, he exclaims. Intrigued, Principal Lu Yun asks why he says that. Master Zhang explains that the girl's mental strength is more than double that of an ordinary person, a key trait for a mage. The crowd buzzes with excitement at the mention of a high-level combat class, while Xia Shui herself steps toward the transmutation circle, ready to prove her worth. As Xia Shui takes her final, decisive step into the circle, the ground beneath her boot begins to crackle and glow with immense power, signaling the start of an extraordinary transformation. An earth-shattering explosion of golden light erupts from the transmutation circle, blinding the spectators. A student shouts in amazement that a vision has appeared, a phenomenon that only occurs when a rare profession is born. Floating in the center of the brilliant energy, Xia Shui is enveloped in swirling blue light. Her transformation completes, and the system window declares her new status to the world. Combat class, Elemental Mage, a rare profession. The crowd erupts in cheers. They are in awe of Xia Shui, amazed that she has become a rare combat class user. They excitedly recall legends of powerful elemental mages who could wipe out entire cities with a single spell. Her reputation as a genius, they all agree, is well-deserved. After the spectacle, Master Zhang Qian and Principal Lu Yun approach Xia Shui. The wise old master gives her a nod of approval, saying, Girl, you are very good. Humbled, Xia Shui bows deeply and thanks the senior for his compliment. Her friends rush to congratulate her, buzzing with excitement over her rare combat class. One friend adds with a grin, This time, I'm sure you'll be able to surpass that annoying guy Lin Moyu. A sharp glint appears in Xia Shui's eyes. Her victory feels sweet, but it won't be complete until the final results are in. Her thoughts are fixed on one person, Lin Moyu. As if on cue, the principal's voice rings out, calling the next and final name of significance. Next, Lin Moyu. As Xia Shui walks off the stage, she passes Lin Moyu. He strides forward with a calm, unbothered expression, his hands casually in his pockets. Watching him go, a smug, confident smirk plays on Xia Shui's lips. After the spectacular vision she produced, she believes her victory is already sealed. Principal Lu Yun turns to the formation master and asks for his assessment of the boy. Master Zhang strokes his beard, observing Lin Moyu with a critical eye. Apart from looking very calm, he says, there is nothing special about him. The principal clarifies, there are 2 geniuses in our school. Xia Shui is the second, and Lin Moyu is the first. But Master Zhang remains unconvinced, wisely stating, You should know that academic performance and class change are not necessarily linked. The moment Lin Moyu steps fully into the circle, the world seems to change. The sunny sky instantly fills with ominous dark clouds. A cold, powerful wind sweeps through the venue, causing students to cry out in confusion and fear. Suddenly, menacing blue lightning tears through the dark clouds. The principal looks up in shock, exclaiming, What's going on here? But Master Zhang Qian, his face grim as his eyes widen in disbelief, knows exactly what this is. A vision, he says gravely, recognizing a phenomenon far more intense than an ordinary awakening. The principal stammers. A transformation vision? The sheer, terrifying scale of it dwarfs what they just witnessed with Xia Shui. As the violent energy swirls, he can only wonder what kind of power is being born. Is this going to be another rare profession? Combat class, or support class? Staring up at the immense, terrifying vision, Xia Shui is in utter disbelief. She realizes this phenomenon is much larger than the one she had just moments ago. Her pride shattered, she screams in defiance. "No way, I won't lose to you." Panic begins to ripple through the crowd of students. One of them points a trembling finger towards the sky, shouting, "Look, there's movement in the dark clouds." The swirling vortex of dark clouds parts, revealing what lurks within, a horrifying skeletal creature with glowing blue eyes, radiating an aura of pure death and decay. A student falls to the ground, screaming in absolute terror as the image becomes clearer. "It's the undead," he shrieks. "The dark clouds are full of undead." The full, horrifying scope of the vision is revealed. An endless legion of undead soldiers stands atop a mountain of skulls, their silhouettes illuminated by the flashing lightning, an army of death waiting to be commanded. Xia Shui, the proud genius, is now pale and trembling. She tells herself that it's only a vision, but the sheer oppressive power is so overwhelming that she knows deep down she would be helpless against such a force. Yet, in the eye of this apocalyptic storm, Lin Moyu stands perfectly still. His eyes are closed, his expression serene as ghostly green energy, filled with the faint images of skulls, swirls gently around him. As the terrifying vision subsides, Lin Moyu opens his eyes and gazes at the phantom green flame flickering in his palm. The system window finally appears, displaying a result that will shake the world: Combat Class Necromancer. A unique hidden profession. He clenches his hand around the spectral fire as the truth of his new power settles in. It's a hidden profession, and a unique one at that. The system has declared him the one and only necromancer in the world. An immense power flows into him. He has obtained a unique hidden profession, a class that transcends all known rankings, rarer than rare, and even rarer than legendary. It's a power that is his and his alone, a status that will never be replicated unless he dies, setting him apart from everyone else in the world. The crowd erupts into a mix of shock and envy. Gao Yang is ecstatic for his friend, amazed that he transformed into a unique hidden profession. Others aren't so kind, with one jealous student questioning if the array malfunctioned, while another scoffs that hidden professions aren't guaranteed to be powerful. The chatter continues. Some students try to downplay the achievement, claiming hidden professions are merely rare, not necessarily great. Others are simply terrified by the dark vision, disturbed by the thought of a necromancer dealing with the dead. One student jokes that for a quiet person like Lin Moyu, a profession where you don't have to talk is a perfect fit. Lin Moyu walks away from the circle, unfazed by the commotion. He reflects internally, a subtle satisfaction on his face. The power of his unique profession is even greater than he had anticipated. But before he can leave, a voice stops him. It's Master Zhang Qian. The powerful formation master calls out, "Young man, please wait a moment," his curiosity getting the better of him. Lin Moyu turns and gives a respectful bow to the esteemed senior. Despite the immense power he just unlocked, he remains polite and composed. "Senior," he asks, "how may I be of service?" Master Zhang's eyes are filled with academic curiosity. "I have never seen your unique profession before," he admits. "Can you demonstrate your skills?" Lin Moyu calmly agrees, asking the senior to wait a moment. Lin Moyu opens his status window. He is a level 1 necromancer with surprisingly high base stats, especially his spirit at 20 points. He has 2 skills. The first, Summon Skeleton Warrior, allows him to summon a warrior that can be upgraded through multiple tiers from Black Iron to Divine. His second skill is Soul Blaze, a direct damage spell powered by his spirit. Noting that his high spirit stat is perfect for a mage, Lin Moyu decides on his demonstration. He activates his first skill, Summon Skeleton Warrior. A dark portal rips open on the ground, and from its depths, a fearsome skeleton warrior clad in black armor emerges, ready for battle. Its status is confirmed, a Black Iron level summon. The students who were just mocking him now recoil in terror. They recognize the creature instantly. "Whoa, Lin Moyu actually summoned the skeleton from the dark cloud. One shouts. Another screams. This time it's for real. To test its power, Master Zhang flicks his finger, sending a beam of red energy hurtling toward the summon. Without any command from Lin Moyu, the skeleton warrior instantly reacts, its eyes glowing with red battle lust as it raises its sword to intercept the high-level attack. A notification flashes in Lin Moyu's mind. His skeleton warrior has been attacked. He has 10 seconds to decide whether to counterattack before the summon does so automatically. The creature's burning red eyes fixate on the threat, ready to strike. Before the 10 seconds are up, Lin Moyu gives a calm command. Stay put. The skeleton warrior immediately ceases its aggressive posture. Master Zhang Qian nods in approval, impressed by the summon's vigilance and its master's control. Master Zhang is inwardly stunned. He's a level 52 professional, yet this level 1 summon, belonging to a level 1 student, showed immediate hostility towards him. He notes that while the creature's base attributes are average, the true power of this profession clearly lies in its future potential as it levels up. Satisfied with the demonstration, Master Zhang thanks Lin Moyu for his effort. He hands him a small token, likely some good equipment, and says that perhaps this unique power will make a real difference in the future. As Lin Moyu walks away, his new skeleton warrior trails silently and obediently behind him. The other students, once dismissive and mocking, now part like the sea, giving the menacing duo a wide and fearful berth. Only one person is brave enough, or foolish enough, to approach. Gao Yang runs up to his friend, his eyes sparkling with curiosity instead of fear. Ignoring the terrifying aura of the undead creature, he asks excitedly, "Can I touch it? Is this skeleton powerful?" Gao Yang asks, poking at the creature's dark shroud. Lin Moyu gives a deadpan response. "It should be stronger than you." Gao Yang looks skeptical. "Really? It just looks like a rag." Just then, the principal calls out the next name. "Next, Gao Yang." As his friend is called to the stage, Lin Moyu says he'll talk to him later and recalls his summon. The skeleton warrior dissolves into a swirl of black and green energy, disappearing instantly. Lin Moyu quickly grasps the mechanics of his new power. A system window reveals a summoning space, already holding his skeleton warrior with room for 9 more. He realizes he can store his army and deploy it instantly, a capacity that will only grow as he levels up. This is the foundation of his future strength. With the ceremony concluded, a quiet confidence settles over Lin Moyu. This unique power feels familiar, like a forgotten memory returning. As his eyes burn with a renewed sense of purpose, he knows his journey is not just beginning, but restarting. The path forward is clear. It's time to start leveling up and reclaim the power he once held. As Lin Moyu reflects on his new beginning, a flash of his past life emerges. He remembers being a godlike necromancer, capable of slaying dragons. He knows this is his destiny, and he thinks to himself that one day, he will regain that power and be able to kill a dragon in seconds. His thoughts are interrupted by a jubilant Gao Yang, who proudly shows off his new class, Sword and Shield Knight, an advanced profession. He boasts that they will fight together, and he will stand in front of Lin Moyu declaring, "If you want to kill me, just step over my dead body." Lin Moyu dryly points out, "You said the opposite." Gao Yang laughs, admitting he messed up his dramatic line on purpose. He was just trying to get his stoic friend to finally open his mouth and say something. With the ceremony finished, Principal Lu Yun makes a final announcement. The novice leveling dungeon will open tomorrow, and a major test will be held in 1 week. He urges the students to work hard to secure a place in an institution of higher learning. As the students head out, Lin Moyu considers the newbie dungeons. The monsters there are low-level and far less dangerous than the wilderness, making it a safe place to start. His thoughts are cut short as someone calls his name. It's Xia Shui, running to catch up with him. Xia Shui confronts him, her eyes burning with competitive fire. "Lin Moyu, I want to compete with you," she declares, challenging him to compare their results in the upcoming exam. Unfazed by her intensity, Lin Moyu gives a simple one-word answer. "Okay. It's a deal," she says, sealing their pact. "Although I lost to you again today, I will not be defeated." She vows that she won't keep losing to him, her pride as a genius on the line. Later, the scene shifts to Lin Moyu's home. He stands alone in his quiet living room, looking down at a picture frame on a dresser. He gazes at a photo of a younger, happier version of himself with his beloved grandmother and older sister. He silently tells his late grandmother that he has succeeded, securing a powerful hidden profession. He then makes a vow to his sister in the picture. With this new power, he will finally be able to follow in her footsteps and get into the prestigious Xiaojing Academy. His heart filled with renewed determination for his family, he is pulled from his thoughts by a sudden, sharp knock at the door. An unexpected visitor has arrived. Lin Moyu opens the door, surprised to find Principal Lu Yun standing there. The principal offers him a large bag, saying, "Lin Moyu, take these supplies." The principal thinks back to the reason for his special visit. He remembers Lin Moyu's older sister, Lin Mohun, a prodigious warrior who was the only student from the entire city to be admitted to the elite Xiaojing Academy last year. He recalls the promise he made to the young genius before she left. She had made him swear to take good care of her younger brother. It's a promise that Principal Lu fully intends to keep. Lin Moyu accepts the bag of supplies with a quiet thank you. The principal advises him to get a good rest, reminding him of the important test in the dungeon tomorrow before taking his leave. Later that night, as Lin Moyu sits at his desk, a system window suddenly materializes in front of him, displaying the words "System Loading." He stares at it, completely caught off guard by the unexpected event. A stream of notifications floods his screen. The system announces that by awakening the necromancer profession, he has met the requirements for the strongest talent system, which is now binding to him. It congratulates him for awakening a unique, god-level talent and obtaining a new passive skill, damage transfer. He reads the details, his eyes widening in shock. His new god-level talent increases all of his skill effects by 5 times. On top of that, the damage transfer passive redirects all damage he would normally take to his summons instead. He realizes this combination is completely godlike. Wasting no time, he summons his skeleton warrior again. After a cost of 10 spiritual power, the summon appears, but its status window now shows a massive boost. Thanks to his new talent, all of its stats have skyrocketed to 75. The skeleton warrior glows with a powerful new aura. Lin Moyu understands the incredible advantage he's been given. With his summon stats multiplied by 5 and all damage being transferred to them, he is now effectively invincible against any opponent at the same level. The next day, students gather at the entrance of the novice leveling dungeon. Gao Yang enthusiastically asks Lin Moyu if he wants to team up. Gao Yang gets angry, feeling looked down upon by Lin Moyu's refusal to team up, but Lin Moyu calmly explains that going solo would be faster to level up. Xia Shui, Lin Moyu's rival, intervenes, supporting his decision and stating that going solo is the most efficient way to level up when below level 10, based on advice from seniors. Mentor Lu addresses the students, warning other combat professions against going solo and emphasizing the necessity of support classes in the dungeon, making exceptions only for Xia Shui and Lin Moyu. Mentor Lu further explains that Xia Shui needs to level up quickly for Xiaojing Academy, and for Lin Moyu, both he and Master Zhang are unsure about his necromancer abilities, suggesting support students could ask to team up with him. However, the female support students are clearly terrified of Lin Moyu's undead summoning abilities and are reluctant to team up with him. Undeterred by their fear, Lin Moyu confidently tells Principal Lu that he is also aiming for Xiaojing Academy and believes going solo is the best way to achieve his goal. Principal Lu reminds Lin Moyu of the immense difficulty of entering Xiaojing Academy, emphasizing the need to be at least level 12, and revealing that his sister, Lin Mohun, entered at an impressive level 16. He further questions the feasibility of reaching level 12 in a single week, explaining that the novice dungeon's highest monster level is only 8, making it impossible to reach level 12, and mentions other undisclosed requirements for the final trial. Lin Moyu simply responds with unwavering confidence, which leads Mentor Lu to privately muse that a hidden profession like necromancer might just make the impossible possible. A competitive Xia Shui, surrounded by a magical aura, challenges Lin Moyu to a leveling race, prompting Lin Moyu to acknowledge her determined spirit. With his objective clear and the challenge set, Lin Moyu steps into the glowing purple portal, entering the novice leveling dungeon to embark on his solo journey and prove his method. Lin Moyu, inside the dungeon, reflects on using 10 spirit points to summon an undead last night. After meditating, his spirit has recovered to 40 points, allowing him to summon 4 more undead knights. With glowing red eyes, Lin Moyu forcefully commands his newly summoned undead to go, sending them off to battle. Lin Moyu's skeleton warriors spring into action, following his command to find and kill the monsters. As they rush deeper into the dungeon, Lin Moyu observes his skeleton warriors efficiently dispatching monsters, earning him a rapid stream of experience points and causing him to reflect on how productive this method is for leveling up. Within just half an hour, Lin Moyu has already leveled up to level 2, as confirmed by his updated system window displaying his enhanced stats and skills. Lin Moyu summons 2 more level 2 Black Iron Skeleton Knights, observing that their stats have increased, and his total number of skeleton warriors is now 8, further boosting his monster killing and leveling efficiency. The Black Iron Skeleton Warriors continue their relentless assault, quickly eliminating various monsters like gray cats, brown dogs, and blue-eyed rats, each kill yielding experience points. Lin Moyu discovers an unexpected ability of his skeleton warriors. Their movements automatically generate a map of the dungeon, revealing the locations of monsters. Spotting some monsters his skeleton warriors missed, Lin Moyu decides it's a good opportunity to test out his active skill. With a powerful blue glow emanating from his fist, Lin Moyu unleashes his active skill, Soul Blaze, engulfing the monster in intense blue flames. His Soul Blaze skill proves highly effective, instantly incinerating the level 2 gray cat, awarding him experience points, and highlighting the ignored defense and 5 times damage boost against low defense targets. The powerful hidden profession immediately grants him another level up. With a confident glint in his eye, Lin Moyu continues to summon more skeleton warriors, surrounded by swirling dark and blue energy as his rapid leveling journey progresses. After only 4 hours inside the novice dungeon, Lin Moyu has already reached level 4. He calculates that he can level up again in less than an hour and plans to head to Shihai Suburbia for higher-level monsters once he reaches level 8. Outside the dungeon, Principal Lu chats with Xia Dongyang, Xia Shui's father, who is visiting to see his daughter and expresses gratitude to Principal Lu for looking after her. Xia Dongyang humbly dismisses the gratitude, attributing his daughter's success to her hard work and intelligence, especially given her rare and powerful profession as an elemental mage. He then expresses regret about missing her transmutation yesterday and his determination not to miss her first dungeon run. Another mentor expresses confidence that Xia Shui will achieve level 5, like her seniors Su Qianqing and Lin Mohan, to which Principal Lu agrees, noting Xia Shui's competitive nature since childhood. As they walk, Principal Lu and Xia Dongyang discuss how first-day dungeon performance is crucial for predicting future leveling speed and entry into Xiajing Academy, while Principal Lu also wonders about Lin Moyu's progress with his hidden profession. Principal Lu confirms the emergence of a hidden profession, the necromancer, awakened by Lin Moyu, expressing uncertainty about its power. He also mentions that Lin Moyu is Lin Mohan's brother, suggesting a connection for Xia Shui if she gets into Xiajing Academy. Back in the dungeon, Lin Moyu's skeleton warriors continue to clear monsters, successfully eliminating a level 7 brown bear. He notes that while instant kills aren't possible at this level, his summons are strong enough to defeat them in a few hits, maintaining a good pace. After nearly 7 hours of continuous grinding, Lin Moyu's skeleton warriors have efficiently eliminated numerous monsters, including level 7 brown bears and a level 8 black leopard. He wonders about the progress of other students, as he still hasn't encountered any monsters above level 8. Lin Moyu calmly strides through the dungeon, surrounded by his ever-growing army of skeleton warriors, moving deeper into the monster-infested areas. Suddenly, Lin Moyu's eyes widen in surprise as he encounters something unexpected in the dungeon. Lin Moyu activates his damage transfer passive skill as he finally encounters a formidable level 8 monster, a dormant bullwhip tree, that attacks any living creature passing by. Lin Moyu, facing the level 8 bullwhip tree, shows a determined expression, confident in his skeleton warriors whose stats have reached 275, and is eager to test their might against the stronger foe. One of Lin Moyu's skeleton warriors, enveloped in green energy, fiercely attacks the massive bullwhip tree with its sword. Lin Moyu reacts with surprise when the level 8 bullwhip tree doesn't immediately fall, its sturdy form still standing as skeleton warriors continue their assault amidst flailing branches. After his skeleton warriors successfully eliminate the level 8 bullwhip tree, Lin Moyu notes that it took 4 slashes to defeat, realizing that these tougher monsters will significantly slow down his rapid leveling pace. Lin Moyu's concern quickly turns to delight as he spots hundreds more bullwhip trees in the vicinity, realizing he's stumbled upon a perfect, leveling-up sanctuary tailor-made for him. His skeleton warriors continue to advance through the forest, methodically clearing out the numerous bullwhip trees. The notifications of successfully eliminating level 8 bullwhip trees continue to stream in, signifying the relentless efficiency of Lin Moyu's summons in clearing the dungeon. Back at the dungeon entrance, a purple portal opens 2 hours early, surprising Mentor Lu and Xia Dongyang, who wonder if there's been an accident, speculating that someone must have cleared the forest of level 8 monsters to find the exit. Lin Moyu calmly emerges from the portal, astonishing Xia Dongyang, who asks why he's out so early. Lin Moyu simply replies that he killed them all, referring to the dungeon monsters. Mentor Lu is utterly flabbergasted, realizing Lin Moyu reached level 7 in just 10 hours. Lin Moyu, however, feels he could have reached level 8 if there were more monsters, and immediately requests permission from Mentor Lu to go to Shihai Suburbia. The sheer scale of Lin Moyu's accomplishment leaves the other mentors utterly dumbfounded. They exchange bewildered glances, struggling to comprehend how anyone could clear the entire novice dungeon in just 10 hours, a feat they speculate must be tied to the enigmatic power of the necromancer class. Despite his lingering bewilderment, Mentor Lu, impressed by Lin Moyu's unprecedented achievement, grants his request for a traveling certificate to Shihai Suburbia, instructing him to wait patiently for the other students to exit before everyone departs. 2 other mentors express concern and surprise, asking Mentor Lu if the student who exited early is all right and why he's alone without a teammate. With an incredulous smile, Mentor Lu reveals the shocking truth. It was Lin Moyu, and he single-handedly cleared the entire novice dungeon, slaughtering all the level 8 monsters inside, leaving the other 2 mentors utterly stunned. The 2 mentors discuss Lin Moyu's hidden necromancer profession, agreeing that its speed and power surpass all currently known rare professions, truly fitting the definition of a legendary profession. One of the mentors contemplates the immense power a necromancer could wield once fully leveled up, sensing the profound implications of Lin Moyu's abilities. Mentor Lu expresses confidence in Lin Moyu's bright future, joking that Xiajing Academy will have a headache dealing with him. Meanwhile, Xia Dongyang worries about the impact of Lin Moyu's achievement on his highly competitive daughter, Xia Shui. Xia Dongyang is surprised to learn that Lin Moyu has consistently outperformed Xia Shui for years, holding the top spot academically, a fact Xia Shui had never mentioned to her father. While resting, Lin Moyu notes his summoning space has expanded to 70 spots, allowing him to command a formidable army of skeleton warriors, though he realizes fully occupying that space would take considerable time. Xia Shui emerges from the dungeon, having reached level 5, which is the standard record for the novice dungeon, and she declares with determination that she won't lose this time, immediately asking about Lin Moyu's whereabouts. Xia Shui is puzzled by Lin Moyu's absence, then a sudden realization dawns on her, hinted by her shocked expression. Her competitive spirit shatters into disbelief as she sees Lin Moyu's status, level 7. She exclaims in shock, unable to comprehend how he could have reached such a level. Under the night sky, a distraught Xia Shui stands alone, grappling with the shocking revelation of Lin Moyu's level. Her father, Xia Dongyang, arrives and approaches her, concerned by her presence here so late. Inside the car, Xia Dongyang gently probes about her competitive drive, to which Xia Shui reluctantly admits Lin Moyu has always been superior. However, her competitive fire reignites as she recounts the astounding fact of Lin Moyu clearing the entire dungeon in just 10 hours, vowing not to be outdone. 2 other mentors express concern and surprise, asking Mentor Lu if the student who exited early is all right and why he's alone without a teammate. With an incredulous smile, Mentor Lu reveals the shocking truth. It was Lin Moyu, and he single-handedly cleared the entire novice dungeon, slaughtering all the level 8 monsters inside, leaving the other 2 mentors utterly stunned. The 2 mentors discuss Lin Moyu's hidden necromancer profession, agreeing that its speed and power surpass all currently known rare professions, truly fitting the definition of a legendary profession. One of the mentors contemplates the immense power a necromancer could wield once fully leveled up, sensing the profound implications of Lin Moyu's abilities. Mentor Lu expresses confidence in Lin Moyu's bright future, joking that Xiajing Academy will have a headache dealing with him. Meanwhile, Xia Dongyang worries about the impact of Lin Moyu's achievement on his highly competitive daughter, Xia Shui. Xia Dongyang is surprised to learn that Lin Moyu has consistently outperformed Xia Shui for years, holding the top spot academically, a fact Xia Shui had never mentioned to her father. While resting, Lin Moyu notes his summoning space has expanded to 70 spots, allowing him to command a formidable army of skeleton warriors, though he realizes fully occupying that space would take considerable time. Xia Shui emerges from the dungeon, having reached level 5, which is the standard record for the novice dungeon, and she declares with determination that she won't lose this time, immediately asking about Lin Moyu's whereabouts. Xia Shui is puzzled by Lin Moyu's absence. Then a sudden realization dawns on her, hinted by her shocked expression. Her competitive spirit shatters into disbelief as she sees Lin Moyu's status, level 7. She exclaims in shock, unable to comprehend how he could have reached such a level. Xia Shui stands alone and distraught under a tree, still reeling from the shock of Lin Moyu's level. Her father, Xia Dongyang, approaches her, and she questions his presence. Inside the car, Xia Dongyang asks about her ongoing competition with Lin Moyu. Xia Shui confesses her frustration, acknowledging Lin Moyu has consistently outclassed her for years, but quickly reasserts her determination, stating she won't keep losing to him, fueled by the shocking revelation of his dungeon clear. An armored guard, holding a spear, questions Lin Moyu, expressing surprise at his level 7 status and his necromancer profession, and wondering which academy would allow such a low-level individual to travel out of town. The armored guard informs Lin Moyu that his traveling certificate is now active, granting him free passage across the Shunxia Empire. He warns Lin Moyu to be extremely cautious of the monsters outside the city, especially at night, and reminds him that his life is paramount, urging him to return if he faces danger. Lin Moyu stands at the base of a colossal wall, realizing the stark difference between the safe city and the wild, monster-filled wasteland beyond, where he can already hear beasts growling and smell blood in the air. A grotesque, clawed foot steps onto the desolate ground, signaling the imminent presence of a monster. Lin Moyu calmly observes a level 10 goblin, acknowledging his first encounter with a higher-level monster in the wild. With a subtle command, black wisps of energy emanate from Lin Moyu as he orders his summons to go, kill that goblin. A close-up reveals the level 10 goblin's stats, which, despite its level, are practically nothing compared to the powerful skeleton warriors, who boast a strength of 375. The level 7 black iron skeleton warrior, with its superior strength, easily engages and defeats the level 10 goblin, highlighting the immense power difference. The goblin's eyes widen in terror and disbelief as a skeleton warrior flashes past, dispatching it with overwhelming speed. Lin Moyu's army of skeleton warriors surges across the desolate landscape, easily overwhelming and clearing an entire horde of goblins. Lin Moyu confidently reviews his progress, noting the swift elimination of level 10 goblins and gray wolves. He calculates that at this rate, he should comfortably reach level 15 before the final trial. This rapid advancement makes him reflect on his sister, Lin Mohan, who achieved an astonishing level 16 before her own final trial. He wonders how she managed such a feat, a thought that reignites his deep-seated determination to follow in her footsteps. Lin Moyu remembers a tender moment with his sister, Lin Mohan, where she affectionately asked what he wanted to eat, and he, in turn, promised to get into Xiajing Academy. Lin Moyu processes a rapid level up to level 8, noting the significant increase in his attributes, particularly his spirit. He is surprised by the speed of his progress and thrilled to discover that his talent for summoning skeleton warriors has upgraded, now allowing for bronze skeleton warriors. Lin Moyu marvels at the newly upgraded bronze skeleton warrior, which is not only level 10 with vastly superior stats, but also possesses an active rage spot skill, indicating a significant power boost to his army. With a confident smirk, Lin Moyu observes his new bronze skeleton warrior, recognizing that with such powerful summons, he will easily dominate the monsters in this area. Lin Moyu scratches his head in slight frustration, realizing he has once again cleared all the monsters in his immediate vicinity, leaving him with an empty area. Suddenly, an arrow pierces Lin Moyu's shoulder, striking him unexpectedly from afar. As the arrow impacts, Lin Moyu's passive skill, Damage Transfer, immediately activates, mitigating the incoming damage. The transferred damage manifests on one of his bronze skeleton warriors, which shows a damaged notification, confirming the passive skill's effect. Lin Moyu calmly pulls the arrow from his shoulder, his gaze fixed on a cloaked assassin fleeing in the distance. Lin Moyu observes the fleeing assassin and deduces that his attacker must have been an archer, likely one of the assassin's pursuers. Lin Moyu calmly pulls the arrow from his shoulder, his gaze fixed on a cloaked assassin fleeing in the distance, quickly deducing that the arrow that struck him was likely aimed at this very assassin. Unperturbed, Lin Moyu then watches as two more figures, an archer and a spearman, emerge from the distance, pursuing the assassin and heading straight towards him, confirming his suspicions about the arrow's true origin. The archer and spearman approach Lin Moyu, discussing how cunning the assassin is and asking if he saw a person in black clothes pass by, completely unaware that Lin Moyu was directly affected by their pursuit. With a cold, piercing gaze and glowing green eyes, Lin Moyu ignores their question and directly demands an apology from the archer, stating, "Your arrow hit me." A stray arrow lands near Lin Moyu, but he shrugs it off as the others watch, surprised by his resilience. A stern adult warns Lin Moyu not to repeat the risky behavior, his irritation barely concealed. A mysterious, dark-eyed figure glances sideways, face shadowed with suspicion. Lin Moyu stands confidently with a skeletal companion at his side, gazing into the distance as tension lingers in the air. Nearby, a blonde student mutters about undead summons, trying to piece together Lin Moyu's abilities with uneasy admiration. An earlier scuffle lingers as Lin Moyu and his friend share a moment of unspoken understanding in the aftermath. Lin Moyu and his companion cross a vast wasteland, his mind heavy with unspoken questions. The scene shifts to a maelstrom of magic and chaos, as spectral figures swirl and voices echo warnings. Alone on a hill beneath a moody evening sky, Lin Moyu contemplates the path he cannot turn back from. Lightning splits the sky in a furious display as Lin Moyu dares fate in the glowing ritual circle. He sits by a calm campfire, silent, his pale features flickering in the low light. Questioning his journey, Lin Moyu ponders the unlikely achievements of his peers, regret shadowing his face. Across the fire, a female figure stands watching him, her gaze unreadable in the quiet night. Lit only by his glowing device, Lin Moyu checks a message, lost in thought and solitude. The night deepens over wild treetops, swallowing the world in mystery and restless anticipation. Echoes of firelight flicker over Lin Moyu and his companion as they settle in for a tense conversation. Lin Moyu gazes steadily forward, pondering the rarity of leveling professions in this unforgiving world. Their conversation continues by the campfire, as Lin Moyu's companion insists she's fine despite the eerie atmosphere. Lin Moyu quietly hands over a snack, the gesture breaking the gloom with a hint of warmth. His companion, her face shadowed, bites deeply, hunger and fatigue written plain across her features. A sudden pang of hunger hits as she devours the meal, surprising Lin Moyu with her ravenous appetite. She recovers, turning to thank him, her composure returning and her gratitude sincere. Lin Moyu's friend falls silent, her eyes distant and words unspoken. She listens as Lin Moyu explains that necromancers seldom have strong bonds, his tone contemplative and calm. Despite the tension, the girl reflects aloud that summoned undead are extraordinarily rare in their society. Lin Moyu asks a simple question, seeking clarity amid confusion and curiosity. At midnight, the pair rest by the glow of embers, each lost in their own thoughts. Their dialogue deepens as Lin Moyu's friend admits she's never heard of someone with his unusual skill set. Lin Moyu's companion contemplates a strange new truth as she reads an inscription about necromancy. A wraith-like summon materializes beside them, as Lin Moyu's companion marvels at the extraordinary scene. Her eyes shine with excitement as she realizes the summon can talk. Lin Moyu responds coolly, questioning the reason behind her eagerness. She settles onto a rock, explaining the rarity of talking summons and how impressive his skill truly is. With a practiced gesture, she activates a rune, instructing Lin Moyu to attempt the main skill of his necromancer class. He places his hand to the glowing symbol, determination darkening his eyes as he prepares to comply. The two sit in silence, tension quietly building as curiosity and anticipation mingle between them. Meanwhile, a group of blue-cloaked observers discuss how the dissolution event has altered the balance, their voices heavy with concern. She stands alone by the fire, deep in thought, pondering the consequences of the summon's existence. She vows to investigate the depth of Lin Moyu's abilities as soon as the opportunity arises. A torrent of red-black magic explodes from the ground, enveloping both Lin Moyu and the summon in a display of raw power. A sudden spark of realization leaps between them as she looks at Lin Moyu, startled by the force of his abilities. Shock and resolve flash in her eyes, a single thought sharpening her focus as she witnesses his power firsthand. Determined, Lin Moyu stands under the open sky, reminding himself of the trials he must someday face. The blue-cloaked observers confer quietly on the distant ridge, speculating about the origin of the necromancer's strength. Their gazes meet, the tension electric as Lin Moyu is quietly acknowledged as a formidable presence. Under a veil of moonlight, ominous figures descend upon the forest as Lin Moyu and his companion brace themselves for what's coming. Lin Moyu quietly explains the limitations of his skill. Only those who survive the ritual can wield true power. From the shadows, an adversary contemplates the possibility of killing Lin Moyu before his skills take root. Lin Moyu offers his companion a glimmer of hope, but doubt lingers in her wary gaze. Shouldering resolve, she activates a powerful marking skill, a fiery symbol burning into the earth beneath her feet. A determined officer yells for his team to pursue, not wasting a moment as chaos breaks out. Bathed in golden light, a figure raises their staff towards the sky in a desperate, final bid to shift the tide. The summoning circle flares as energy crackles, its magic surging wildly through the night. Driven by anger, the officer launches a relentless attack, vowing that Lin Moyu is as good as finished. She braces herself for battle, whispering words of resolve and determination. Splitting the scene, blades clash violently in a burst of magic and willpower. Explosive force scatters across the ritual ground, bodies thrown back as power collides. Lin Moyu stands calmly, calling forth his skeletal companion amid the swirling chaos. In the aftermath, an adversary scoffs at the futility of undying summons, their sneer barely concealed. A final glare lands on Lin Moyu, resentment boiling as his foe dismisses necromancy as a useless waste. A fiery explosion erupts at their feet as Lin Moyu pulls his companion away from danger. They race desperately through the chaos, the girl gasping for breath as panic rises. With determination etched on her face, the girl braces herself for whatever threat comes next in the darkness. A blur of movement signals their frantic escape as magical attacks strike from behind. Her wide eye reflects swirling magic and terror as the realization of incoming danger sinks in. Lin Moyu's companion cowers behind him, bracing against the sudden onslaught. A faint light illuminates her shocked face as she turns to witness the source of the explosion. Poised and ready, she draws her weapon, preparing to face the shadowy adversary alone. An eruption of blazing fire hurtles toward the enemy, painting the scene in gold and crimson. A cloaked, skeletal figure recoils from the flames, the blade in hand raised in defiance. With fluid motion, Lin Moyu intercepts an attacker, blocking the blow with sheer resolve. He charges fearlessly into the heart of chaos, determination unwavering beneath the carnage. Amidst swirling fire, a terrifying armored summon emerges, casting an ominous shadow. A stunned adversary looks on in disbelief, muttering about the impossible skill before him. Pale with fear, the enemy tries to retreat, realizing that even as a level 17 mage, he cannot overcome this necromancer. Wide-eyed students gasp in shock as they puzzle over the chilling power of the summoned undead. Lin Moyu descends calmly among flickering blue flames, an eerie light suffusing the night. He stands surrounded by ghostly lights, unwavering as a new power settles over him. A blonde student stares ahead, awestruck and frozen by the unnatural scene unfolding. Amidst the chaos, Lin Moyu's summoned skeleton charges fiercely into the fray, scattering enemies. Shadowy figures gather at the forest's edge, drawn by the power and clattering bones. Undead minions rush in, their numbers growing as the summons respond to Lin Moyu's will. His friend looks on in disbelief, marveling at the overwhelming strength the skeletons possess. A massive undead beast looms out of darkness, Lin Moyu standing unflinching as the summoning intensifies. Lin Moyu supports his companion, her head resting gently on his shoulder, the storm momentarily quieted. A sliver of the earlier chaos is recounted in a vertical succession of frantic battles. Within a radiant pink barrier, a group braces as monstrous adversaries close in from all sides. Blinding speed and force erupt as the skeletons breach the barrier, launching their attack. A heroic defender protects an ally, clashing swords with a relentless skeleton in a burst of energy. A swirling inferno of blades and elemental magic erupts, filling the battlefield with explosive brilliance. A crazed adversary lunges forward, brandishing a fiery weapon with reckless fury. Chaos breaks loose as multiple figures clash, fire and magic swirling through the air. Two warriors leave crimson trails as they dash past each other in a blur of motion. A fighter activates his agility skill, purple light erupting from his feet as he advances. In the shadows, an ominous scene unfolds as sinister energy surges around the combatants. Lin Moyu counters a fierce attack, his calm demeanor unshaken by the onslaught against him. A powerful shield radiates golden light, warding off blows while straining under the pressure. Sweat trickles down the face of a trembling man, fear gripping him in the relentless battle. Extreme defense and skill collide as two powers clash in a literal explosion of force. A blast of golden energy engulfs friend and foe alike, sending warriors flying backward. Blood splatters and sharp pain flash across battle-scarred faces as combat intensifies. Lin Moyu uses his necromancy skill, halting his enemies and shifting the tide with cold precision. A surge of dark power warps the scene, as wild flames and shrieking souls fill the air. A cautious ally warns Lin Moyu to be careful, her worried gaze never leaving his face. Standing over a field of corpses, Lin Moyu's friend remarks quietly that everyone is dead and he barely moved. Lin Moyu stands alone beneath evening shadows, quietly contemplating the burden and risks of profession choice. Ancient weapons and shields hang in the dark, each enchanted with mysterious spells and records of past battles. Beside a scattered campfire, Lin Moyu and his companion discuss relics left by legendary dungeon warriors. A swirling portal erupts in purple light as Lin Moyu demonstrates the power of portable magical storage. The atmosphere shifts as Lin Moyu and his companion overhear rumors and warnings about rare, summoned artifacts. Lin Moyu calmly instructs his companion to use a scroll as they prepare for a new magical experiment. A tense silence falls between them as she hesitates, weighing the risks and possibilities. Her pale hair glows in the moonlight as she responds quietly to Lin Moyu's encouragement. Lin Moyu examines the mystic scroll, deciphering its hidden requirements for spiritual activation. Warm orange light envelopes the pair as Lin Moyu invokes a new spell, surprising his companion with magical skill. He studies the flaming parchment in his hand, analyzing the challenges of learning and mastering a new scroll. A crimson explosion erupts across the sky as dark energy is unleashed from their ritual. Shocked, Lin Moyu's companion observes the destructive power and marvels at its devastating force. Fiery chaos blazes in the background as Lin Moyu reflects on the dangers and responsibilities his new ability brings. Lin Moyu faces his companion, determined to learn and grow, fueled by the uncertainty of an unknown destiny. She encourages Lin Moyu to speak more, complimenting his quiet but pleasant voice. Faint starlight glimmers as their conversation turns to mutual appreciation, each flattered by the other's friendly words. Lin Moyu and his companion stand together in the cool night, exchanging genuine thanks for their kindness. She offers him a special reward for saving her, promising to give a precious item as compensation. A treasure chest opens with a soft glow as she unveils a rare shell imbued with powerful protection magic. Reflecting on a student's generosity, she wonders why something so valuable would be given without hesitation. Firelight flickers over their faces as Lin Moyu recalls a lucky escape from danger, grateful for her presence by his side. As Lin Moyu and his companion warm themselves at the campfire, she assures him he would have escaped teleportation even in the worst case. Her expression shifts, hinting at frustration. The enemy always seems half a step ahead, making survival a constant challenge. Lin Moyu processes the fortune of their partnership, musing on how he narrowly avoided disaster thanks to her rare abilities. Curiosity glints in her eyes as she declares her desire for the legendary protective shell, her ambition undisguised. The fire burns quietly as Lin Moyu and his companion contemplate the strange course of events beneath the stars. She asks Lin Moyu about his future plans, wondering aloud which university he hopes to attend. Lin Moyu calmly replies he has his sights set on Xiaoling University, confident in his ambitions. She considers whether his university choice will shape his destiny, pondering how rare abilities might impact their future beyond the academy's walls. She points to the sky, reminding Lin Moyu to visit the Shinda Tower if he ever goes to Xiling University. A crimson tower looms ominously, its glowing lights promising both mystery and danger. Lin Moyu and his companion huddle by the campfire, exchanging quiet words under the silent stars. He sits pensively, her head resting on his shoulder, as the warmth between them glows in the darkness. His thoughts drift to distant memories, melancholy settling over his solitary figure. She stretches against the morning light, voicing her doubts about their future path. She leans forward with playful entitlement, demanding Lin Moyu's generosity for her endless needs. He spreads his hands, surrendering to her whims though he insists his resources have run dry. She leaps nimbly into action, her cloak billowing as she hurries beyond Lin Moyu's reach. A sudden explosion interrupts their plans, rocks and debris scattering wildly across the ground. Shockwaves from the blast ripple outward, sending fiery plumes high above the battlefield. Lin Moyu and his companion discuss their next move, their conversation heavy with urgency and fate. He pauses mysteriously on the ruined earth, determined to face whatever threatens their survival. In the heart of destruction, he stands alone amidst blazing fire, summoning his resolve once more. Retreating to the quiet shadows, Lin Moyu disappears into the forest, leaving behind only questions and uncertainty. Lin Moyu surveys the sunlit clearing, realizing it is finally time to enter the Jama ruins. Crowds converge beneath a spectral gateway, anticipation mounting as the next phase of the trial looms. He walks steadily past silent stone guardians, their eyes glowing with ominous blue light. Bent over a coded tablet, Lin Moyu examines vital information as arcane symbols swirl in the shadows. Nearby, a young summoner greets Lin Moyu with a smile, eager to glimpse his rare powers. Lin Moyu's undead companion clashes swords with a pale enemy, crimson energy sparking between them. A group offers Lin Moyu a chance to claim the damage dealer role, tempting him with a potent purple crystal. He calmly declines, his decision clear and unwavering in the face of peer pressure. Lin Moyu's gaze drifts as he contemplates the burden of his choices and the weight of the trial ahead. A radiant aura envelopes Lin Moyu as he affirms his readiness to begin the challenge without hesitation. Ether surges through his body, magic pooling around him as he confirms his intent to move forward. Lightning crackles above the crowd as rival teams gather for the competition, the air tense and charged. Steep cliffs line the ruins, echoing with whispers of danger and hopes for legendary class changes. At the undead to unleash their skills. The wolf howls as blades and magic strike, fighting desperately against the unyielding horde. Lin Moyu watches the wounded wolf dart away, wariness in his voice as he notes the rarity of a boss fleeing. The dungeon boss's silhouette vanishes into the shadows, leaving a trail of blood behind. Unbroken, Lin Moyu rushes onward, refusing to let the wolf escape as wind and power surge around him. Lightning crackles, determination in Lin Moyu's eyes as the pursuit resumes beyond the edge of the ruins. A savage white wolf snarls as arcane numbers flash, the battle's stakes rising in the dim ruins. Lin Moyu contemplates the swarm of summoned beasts, calculating their strengths and his odds with clinical detachment. He launches into action, slashing at enemies with lethal speed and unwavering resolve. A sphere of blood-red magic flares in Lin Moyu's grip, the energy swirling violently around him. Explosion and fire erupt across the field as a monster falls before his overwhelming assault. A second surge follows, numbers stacking and power compounding as Lin Moyu's progress accelerates. Another enemy rises, snarling in defiance as it readies a desperate last stand. Scarlet blasts split the sky, each one marking victories and new skills gained in the trial. Lin Moyu surveys the fallen monsters, quietly strategizing his next moves as the ruins rumble. A purple orb floats above his palm, concentration etched deeply on his face. He gazes into the shadows, pondering the greater pressures and dangers that lurk deeper inside the dungeon. The ghostly blue aura returns, Lin Moyu resolute as he considers the path to mastery and survival. He stands on the edge, determination burning as two enemies fall to a single decisive strike. A wave of attackers surges forward, their grotesque features illuminated by the eerie dungeon light. Lin Moyu commands his skeletal allies, unleashing a barrage of coordinated attacks. The monsters reel under the assault, dark blood splattering as magic and steel collide. Lin Moyu pauses, reflecting on the strange silence that follows each victory and the burden it brings. Alone beneath violet light, he rakes a hand through his hair, pondering losses and the long road ahead. The summoned skeleton charges ahead, blade clashing fiercely with a monstrous enemy as Lin Moyu trails behind. A surge of dark energy crackles through the battlefield as the skeleton presses its attack. Lin Moyu, lost in thought, recalls the necessity of targeting the beast's core to defeat it. With a sudden leap, the monstrous foe roars as Lin Moyu's skeleton lands a decisive strike. Brilliant green lightning erupts, illuminating the arena with a blast of power. Flames spiral skyward as the foe attacks in retaliation, launching a torrent of fire breath. Lin Moyu shields his eyes, bracing for the inferno threatening to engulf them both. A torrent of flames threatens to consume the skeleton, but it holds firm against the blaze. Fire reflects in Lin Moyu's eyes as he realizes he must exploit the boss's weakness for victory. The skeleton lunges back into battle, empowered by Lin Moyu's command. The enemy's core is exposed in a critical moment, shimmering with deadly energy. Lin Moyu tosses a gleaming red item, weighing its value as both currency and weapon. Standing amid swirling magical spheres, he considers the loot earned from the boss fight. Lin Moyu and his skeleton prepare to leave, the trial's challenge finally complete. Blue waves of magic swirl around them as the portal to safety pulses alive. Outside, Lin Moyu ponders his unique meditative method that maximizes his spiritual gains. Quiet falls over the group as Lin Moyu's mysterious routine fosters awe among his allies. In the tranquil forest, he contemplates the next step in his journey, resolve sharpening beneath the moonlit trees. Lin Moyu stands amidst swirling power, vowing to never let the souls of the fallen pass in vain. Reflecting on battlefield choices, he silently weighs the toll of each victory. Moonlight shines on Lin Moyu's determined face as he readies himself for a new challenge. He and his companions quietly tend a campfire, exhaustion and satisfaction mingling in the silence. As dawn approaches, Lin Moyu comforts a weary friend, promising to share the burden they both carry. He pulls her gently to her feet, lending strength with quiet assurance. The trial's survivors walk among the wounded, haunted by loss and the demands of leadership. A stern knight surveys the group, his voice sharp with authority and concern. The knight's commanding presence rallies the survivors, offering reassurance as they regroup. Lin Moyu and his skeletal companion arrive at the camp, drawing surprised whispers from those nearby. Disbelief and awe ripple through the crowd as rumors of Lin Moyu's solo dungeon clear spread. A battered ally is accused of disloyalty. The mood tightens as suspicions fester. A burst of fiery energy marks a violent confrontation, forcing everyone on edge. An armored knight unleashes his skill in a dazzling storm of flame, asserting control by force. Lin Moyu leaps aside, dodging the attack with calculated precision. A fallen foe lies motionless on the ground, the realities of battle sinking into the onlookers. Hushed, the knight addresses Lin Moyu directly, challenging his intentions in front of everyone. Amidst the tension, Lin Moyu locks eyes with the knight, steeling himself for whatever comes next. Lin Moyu's skeleton companion glowers as he orders it to clear the way, his eyes steely with resolve. He dashes from an explosive blast, leaving enemies stunned in his wake. Lin Moyu's gaze sharpens, issuing another cold rebuke to those who cross him. A magical seal lights the night as rival mages ready their formation spells. A shrill voice calls Lin Moyu back, warning him of assassins lurking in the darkness. An enemy team appears, their leaders sneer promising violence as he readies his sword. The group surges forward, orders to kill echoing across the rocky stage. Lin Moyu's summoned undead hurls attacks, magic crackling as it targets the enemy formation. A black-cloaked assassin strikes hard, meeting Lin Moyu's rage with steely resistance. Bolts of energy ignite the ground as Lin Moyu's forces clash with the rival party. A whirlwind of fire erupts as repulsion magic is released, driving foes back. Lin Moyu's pursuers falter, shocked by his survival and the unexpected repelled attack. Scarlet bursts and steel clash as vengeance is sworn. The enemy vows to destroy all summoned creatures. Lin Moyu's skeleton unleashes a storm of blades, striking down advancing warriors. A streak of blue magic carves the air, Lin Moyu's ally dropping in to aid his defense. An armored foe tumbles away in agony, magic wounds burning across his body. Lin Moyu's enemies scatter, a mix of disbelief, fear, and resolve flashing in their eyes. The battle's final moments blur as fire and fury collide. Lin Moyu stands defiant amid chaos. A swarm of enemies surges forward as Lin Moyu's summoned skeletons block the assault with coordinated strikes. Within a flash of blue light, Lin Moyu calls out his skeleton companions to rally around him for the next challenge. Multiple swords clash, the dungeon echoing with metal and fury as Lin Moyu's army defends against relentless attacks. A massive explosion erupts, sending adversaries flying as another summoned beast falls before the necromancer's power. Lin Moyu's rival watches in disbelief, astonished by his ability to call forth several minions at once. Desperate, the rival calls for support, pushing his allies to buy precious time against the overwhelming force. Fiery trails blaze across the battleground as attacks ramp up in intensity, chaos spreading further. A lone survivor staggers, wide-eyed and panicked, against the crimson onslaught. The battlefield boils in a pillar of flame, the force of Lin Moyu's magic dominating the fray. A commander shouts for his squad to attack, urging every weapon and spell against the encroaching skeletons. Colored status bars fill the sky as both sides wage war with relentless skill combos and magic. A defender braces for impact, marveling that the enemy spirit guild's healers are living up to their reputation. In a moment of grim realization, a young soldier glances back and sees a comrade mortally wounded. Lin Moyu's skeleton unleashes another wave, the tide of battle shifting rapidly toward victory. A chaos of war unfolds as combatants are thrown back, lines breaking further under the necromancer's tactical control. Lin Moyu surveys the battlefield, calm and analytical, waiting for his enemies to fall. One by one, adversaries weaken, hope fading in their eyes as the relentless summoning continues. Amid rising panic, a shocked foe stammers that the enemy is dead, fear settling over the defeated survivors. A knight shouts in confusion, stunned by the sudden onslaught in the blinding white arena. Lin Moyu's skeleton dives into action, slashing through magical barriers as the knight braces for impact. The air thickens with swirling energy as a horde of undead soldiers surge forward to attack at Lin Moyu's command. A golden-haired knight desperately calls for a shield, trying to rally his defenses against the rising threat. Shadowy figures descend from the sky as a defensive barrier is conjured, battle lines fracturing under the pressure. An ally cries for help, scanning the chaos for support as panic sets in among the embattled defenders. The knight's shield shudders under repeated blows, its glowing aura beginning to crack and fade. Lin Moyu's summoned minions unleash a barrage of crimson spells, the knight swept backward by their relentless force. Bathed in eerie blue light, the knight stands his ground as shadow magic swirls ominously around him. One commander screams for retreat, realizing the true terror of the enemy, who is no longer human. Armored skeletons break through with razor-edged blades, taking no prisoners as chaos reigns. Lin Moyu moves with silent calm, blue winds swirling as his magic shatters the defenses ahead. Support troops rush in, desperate to reinforce the collapsing line as fire and magic rage across the field. A knight rallies one last surge, but his armor bursts into flame, sending him flying in agony. With eyes wide, the knight reels from a fiery strike, defeat etched in every burning wound. His desperate howl echoes through the flames, fear overwhelming him as he realizes the battle is lost. The battlefield falls silent as Lin Moyu surveys the ruined arena, surrounded by the aftermath of his unyielding attack. He stands alone at dusk, magic pulsing softly, the horizon burning with the promise of relentless ambition. Lin Moyu stands resolute as the flames of magic explode around him, launching the final phase of his assault. He surveys the devastated battlefield, a sense of quiet victory settling in as he realizes all enemies have died. A shadowy path leads to a distant gate where guards discuss the carnage and how few survivors remain. A commander directs Lin Moyu to rest and recover, warning him of lingering dangers and the toll of battle. A glowing figure attempts to extract a powerful core, unsure if success is even possible given the chaotic aftermath. Two allies lie on the ground, checking on each other and processing the night's harrowing events. Unseen messages flash. Something is wrong. Urgency ripples as new threats are sensed nearby. A seasoned veteran clutches his chest, feeling the ominous change driven by Lin Moyu's actions. Families and healers evacuate wounded party members, wary of further ambushes or traps ahead. Lin Moyu glides through lightning and shadow, the spectral energy around him stirring as time passes. He sits alone, contemplating the events and calculating strategy for what's next in the ruins. A violet system window glows as he reviews stats, mind racing through a surge of newfound power. A rupture in the ruins draws his attention, though he hesitates, sensing there may be more danger beyond. He activates a teleport spell, leaving behind a flickering blue aura as the area resets. Lin Moyu arrives atop a desolate overlook, alone, with the ruins' echoes rumbling faintly below. A timestamp flashes, 1 day later, as the world opens again, hinting at new adventures to come. Xia Shui, indomitable and proud, prepares for her own challenge, vowing not to lose to Lin Moyu's legacy. An ominous scene unfolds deep below as new enemies regroup, planning their next move in the dungeon's depths. Flames swirl around Lin Moyu as his summoned energy crackles, ready for the next encounter. A lone girl sits nearby, quietly noting Lin Moyu's powerful aura and the sense of distance it creates. She asks about the secret behind his strength, her tone both gentle and inquisitive. Lin Moyu gazes upward, contemplating his answer with a steely focus. Between long silences, they share subtle moments of connection, the tension between rivalry and camaraderie palpable. Lin Moyu mentions his method for absorbing spiritual power, his companion listening intently. He muses about the difficulty of using skills without outside help, disappointed by lost opportunities. Her skirt flutters as she approaches him, earnest curiosity shining in her eyes. He responds calmly, his words steady as he weighs the odds and risks surrounding their journey. She offers to team up, but Lin Moyu, lost in thought, hesitates to accept. Her reputation as a level 11 elemental mage draws attention from the others, making her both admired and envied. Nearby, a group of competitors eyes the pair warily, strategic motives coloring their glances. She stands determined, longing for a party, yet her intense competitiveness keeps others at bay. Time passes and Lin Moyu sits quietly, reflecting on her unspoken worries and hidden exhaustion. Distant voices call her, the group finally noticing the missing mage in their ranks. Shaded beneath leafy branches, she slumps beside Lin Moyu, admitting her fatigue in a low voice. He wonders aloud if she ever gets tired, observing the toll the trials have taken on her. She retorts that she'd rather stay idle, playful defiance masking her exhaustion as Lin Moyu smiles faintly. Lin Moyu sits in contemplative silence as an interrogation begins, shadows flickering on the wall behind him. His voice is low and measured as he answers, leaving his questioners unsettled by his composure. A new arrival steps into the clearing, her steps soft on the grassy earth, drawing Lin Moyu's attention. Sitting apart on a rock, she gazes at Lin Moyu with curiosity, unwinding her anxieties in his calm presence. She asks if he really doesn't know, her skepticism veiled behind a playful smile. Teasingly, Lin Moyu negotiates for answers, his words met with a challenge to say please. The girl relents, promising to share the truth if he remains quiet about her secret. Lin Moyu listens as she confides her struggles, her voice faltering with a weary honesty. She sits upright and determined, vowing not to retreat even if the future remains uncertain and lonely. Lin Moyu's expression grows solemn as he assures her she can rest after so long on guard. She finally allows herself to relax, reclining on the sun-warmed grass as exhaustion seeps in. Energy sparks faintly around her, signifying spiritual recovery as she lies in welcome silence. A soft question about the value of a gift elicits an unexpectedly sentimental answer about memories from her father. With a burst of animated energy, she exclaims about the difficulty and exhaustion of clearing dungeons. Lin Moyu offers a quiet, sympathetic pause, absorbing her fatigue and newly revealed vulnerability. She performs a brief magical ritual, raising her hand under the shimmering light of an enchanted relic. Lin Moyu stands in stillness while she checks her magic level, noting the result with a hint of satisfaction. Lying together under the sky, she jokes about how he will surely die without her help, their laughter mixing with the breeze. Lin Moyu's instructions are calm, but firm as he urges a companion to walk faster, dispelling any show of fear. A skeletal minion charges into the darkness, leading the way through haunted corridors as Lin Moyu watches. Lin Moyu and his ally ascend a winding path, shadows swirling around them with every step. A sudden crimson flash fills his companion's eyes with dread, warning of imminent peril. Above the abyss, a chained monster emerges, its presence accompanied by an ominous aura. Blades gleam and blood splatters, the dungeon echoing with the sounds of battle. Lin Moyu raises a core of red magic, cold determination etched across his face. His companion watches, thoughts racing as Lin Moyu's strength devastates another enemy. She steels herself and charges, her movements fluid as she faces another foe head-on. With a quick spell, Lin Moyu slays a high-level guard, earning a surge of invaluable experience. Jagged light splits the gloom. Enemy after enemy falls, the fight resolved in swift, brutal strikes. An awestruck whisper marks the swiftness with which Lin Moyu's party clears the floor. His rival measures the gap between their skills, uneasy as she notices it widening by the moment. Together they survey the cleared dungeon, wary of what new threats may emerge next. With grim resolve, they confront a monstrous goblin king, bracing for the hardest challenge yet. Blades and magic collide once more, Lin Moyu's vengeance fueling his relentless assault. A fiery blast obliterates the boss, victory sealed by Lin Moyu's unwavering will. In the silence that follows, Lin Moyu and his companion reflect on the growing distance, and on what it means to survive. A burst of lightning erupts as Lin Moyu activates a skill, his body glowing blue in intense concentration. Beside a magic relic, Lin Moyu sits quietly, musing about the relic's true power as his companion listens. The sunset casts long shadows as Lin Moyu's companion waits, puzzled by his secretive demeanor. Perched on a rocky ledge, she questions what Lin Moyu really knows, curiosity shining despite her fatigue. Smiling wryly, Lin Moyu explains that some knowledge is better left unsaid, leaving her intrigued. She leans closer, negotiating for the truth as Lin Moyu hesitates, the air thick with unspoken tension. A silent agreement passes between them as Lin Moyu relents, sharing insights he's kept hidden so far. She listens, determined to learn the ways of spiritual power absorption and clear the dungeon herself. Lin Moyu offers encouragement as she vows not to falter, her resolve affirmed by the weight of his promise. They rest quietly together under pale morning light, letting sore muscles heal after the ordeal. Lin Moyu's companion finally smiles, reflecting on how the costly relic links her to family and past adventures. With an exclamation of exhaustion, she laments the relentless pace of their recent struggles. Lin Moyu answers with silence, aware of how challenging their path has become. As she finally regains energy, she performs a ritual with the relic, determined to push her limits further. Magic pulses through the ancient stone as her hand glows and stats flash, marking the next stage of her training. An onlooker marvels at Lin Moyu's influence, noting how his guidance might make her invincible in future battles. Through humor and gentle teasing, Lin Moyu's companion admits she needs his help for survival. Their laughter mingles with the crisp air, both aware that partnership will determine the trials ahead. The conversation shifts as a girl listens to Lin Moyu's quiet explanation, her eyes clouded with thought. He sits with his companion as tension hangs heavily, mutual exhaustion evident in both their faces. She turns her gaze away, contemplating the emotional toll of their journey in silence. Lin Moyu's smile falters as he confronts difficult truths he hides behind calm words. The pair sit side by side among sprawling rocks, sharing brief moments of comfort and understanding. A system window glows with stats. Lin Moyu reflects on the passage of time and the loss of opportunities. He suggests they recover by resting a while, both agreeing after a draining battle. Amid the tranquil setting, the girl muses about the expense and sentimental value of her magical talisman. She stretches, declaring the need to use all her cooldowns, her fatigue mixed with determination. Lin Moyu listens in silence, eyes thoughtful as he ponders unspoken feelings and lingering doubts. She sits alone on a boulder, making a vow to keep pushing forward no matter the cost. Lin Moyu encourages her to rest, his quiet empathy helping her finally unwind. She sighs, admitting the strain and letting go as she recovers spiritual strength under soft sunlight. A short time later, she tests her magic level in the dungeon, curiosity flickering in her eyes. A pulse of magic flares from her open palm, a bright pink glow marking her progress and new resolve. She asks Lin Moyu if he's satisfied with his chosen night class, hoping for honest reassurance. As she studies their system windows, she mutters that her own magical stats are rising steadily. Lin Moyu reassures her, making light of the hardships as their adventure continues beneath the watching sky. Lin Moyu stands atop a rocky ledge, watching the aftermath of the battle unfold below. His companions urge him to celebrate their victory, but he quietly contemplates what comes next. Exhausted fighters slump to the ground, the emotional strain of the ordeal etched in their faces. A rival team joins them, requesting cooperation so they can clear more dungeons together in the future. One teammate grumbles about the point of being a knight in a party filled with mages, longing for a proper weapon. Lin Moyu reassures the team, affirming that everyone contributed and each role was crucial to survival. He gazes down at his hands, resolve etched in every line, preparing himself to move on to the next challenge. Children from nearby villages gather on the hillside, celebrating the hero's return and the hope they've inspired. Distant silhouettes cross the dying sunlight, their journey marked by sacrifice and newfound camaraderie. A scout at the outpost spots unfamiliar figures, alerting his captain to someone approaching with a sword. A keen-eyed leader surveys the scene, wary of both danger and opportunity as new arrivals draw near. An elite archer steps forward with confidence, announcing her presence as a representative from another school. Veteran mentors gather in the shadows, strategizing about which teams will try for an academic advancement. Above them all, a mysterious challenger hovers, preparing to unleash a tide of spiritual energy in the growing dusk. A flock of birds wheels through a sunset sky, signaling the end of one saga and the looming start of another. Three figures trek across the sand, making plans with steely determination as the horizon darkens behind them. A returning elder is greeted with respect, his stoic leadership reminding everyone to stay focused on the academy's future. An enigmatic youth, bathed in purple light, stands poised for the next trial, his destiny unwritten as the evening deepens. A tense silence fills the air as Lin Moyu's group faces off against hostile examiners in the academy plaza. A stern elder points accusingly, demanding answers for the vanished core and Lin Moyu's strange summons. Stubborn, Lin Moyu meets their gaze, silent but resolute, refusing to explain himself. Rumors ripple through the crowd as students speculate about Lin Moyu's mysterious power. One examiner lectures the crowd, warning everyone to be vigilant. Nothing is as it seems this year. A girl in school uniform walks away from the confrontation, her mind replaying rumors of legendary classes. A teacher ushers her toward the waiting bus, determined to keep students safe from uncertain dangers. The principal congratulates survivors, advising them to rest for the next round at the main academy. Lin Moyu sits alone, deep in thought as night falls, strategizing for the trials ahead. Examiners debate quietly, plotting new tests and challenges for the next academy phase to scrutinize every prodigy. At dawn, Lin Moyu arrives in the busy atrium where hopefuls gather, facing pointed questions about his confidence. Nervous students rally behind him, encouraged by his reputation and the tension that hangs in the air. Lin Moyu exchanges a quiet promise to meet a rival girl at the next academy site. He moves through the crowd, sizing up those who judge him and pondering their own strengths. A storm swirls above the Yida Tower, foreshadowing the fate that awaits all new professionals. A beast roars in the shadows, signaling that the next battles will be far fiercer than before. A support class orb glows with healing as fresh strategies emerge for the next rounds. Lin Moyu and the other examinees steel themselves, determined to prove their value in the ever-escalating trials. Red skull icons indicate rising difficulty, from normal to nightmare to hell level, as a grim warning fills the air. A blue digital gate appears, locked at level 120, displaying warnings urging preparation before entry. Shadowy figures and monster icons mark the checkpoints on a branching difficulty path through the trial. A team steps into the eerie entrance, nerves taut and minds set as they prepare for the coming ordeal. Light streams upward as the trial tower activates, separating challengers into their respective difficulty levels. Elites murmur about the rumored summoned necromancer, their doubts mixed with traces of envy and fear. Lin Moyu studies his interface, weighing the risks before boldly selecting nightmare mode for the challenge. A golden haze fills the space as a colossal beast materializes, identified with a chilling label, mage-type monster. A massive lion-shaped demon glares with crimson eyes, information windows declaring it the nightmare boss. Light fractures around Lin Moyu as he braces for battle, magic swirling at his fingertips. With each spell, the mage's power manifests in fierce, glowing blues and purples, the room shaking with intensity. A summoned guardian's blade flashes as the duel heats up, each moment increasingly desperate. Inside the control room, viewers debate whether the test itself is unfair, the difficulty daunting for even the best. A wolfish adversary in the gallery laments the harshness, confessing he'd have lost to such a merciless trial. Lin Moyu summons a swirling blaze, unleashing a signature skill with reckless determination. Spectators nod solemnly, recognizing the nightmare's challenge is more severe than any previous tests. The scene closes on the grim faces of knights and generals. Lin Moyu's unprecedented assault has set a new, dangerous standard. A storm of blue energy flares as Lin Moyu unleashes a powerful spell, setting the tone for battle. He sits quietly, shrouded in moonlight and reflection, pondering the risks and decisions ahead. Cloaked figures discuss his exploits, stories swirling among friends and wary observers. A shadowy adversary glares from the gloom, strategizing his next move against Lin Moyu's summons. Two rivals face off, tension simmering as pride and ambition clash in a silent struggle. Xia Shui's determined gaze locks onto Lin Moyu, refusing to fall behind her greatest competitor. She questions his intent, unwilling to back down from the challenge that lies ahead. Lin Moyu's lips curl in a faint smile, keeping his secrets close as confidence radiates. A system window flashes, revealing stats and critical advantages gained through recent trials. Lin Moyu surveys the ruins, the clock ticking as he calculates growth opportunities lost in the aftermath. They reflect on costly gifts and sacrifices, each gesture weighed against hardship and trust. Xia Shui scolds herself, musing over her exhaustion and the daunting dungeon obstacles yet to face. In a fleeting silence, Lin Moyu's eyes show empathy for her struggles, their rivalry deepening in subtle ways. She performs a solitary ritual, raising mystical energy with a stele will beneath the night sky. A magic scroll activates, her power spikes as numbers flash, determination fueling every motion. Panels pulse with visual power-ups, blue circles and effects swirling as both characters ready for more. A glare of red lights the final frame. Lin Moyu's calm and Xia Shui's fierce resolve crystallize, each eager for what tomorrow brings. The sun rises on a new challenge as both step forward, their intertwined fates set against the backdrop of a shifting world. Lin Moyu unleashes a burst of icy energy, his expression unreadable amidst swirling blue flames. A quiet moment by the campfire passes as his companion reflects on their last battle, unresolved questions pressing on. She gazes downward, unsure how to approach the wounds, emotional and physical, that separate them from the other survivors. Lin Moyu sits against a rough boulder, lost in thought. The night wind carries his unspoken regrets. Beside a moonlit path, another student lingers, her hand hesitating as she struggles to voice her worries. Lin Moyu holds out a silver talisman, offering reassurance and strength in a world full of uncertainty. Their eyes meet, a silent pact of trust forms, just as distant thunder rumbles across the ruined land. With a faint smile, Lin Moyu reassures her that the talisman is priceless because it reminds him of family, not fortune. She admits exhaustion, speaking frankly of how dungeon trials and studying have drained her patience. A brief silence settles before Lin Moyu asks, "You don't know?" inviting vulnerability and openness into their alliance. "If you say please, I'll tell you," she jokes, trying to lighten the tension between difficult truths. She finally admits, "All right, I'll tell you quietly if you don't hold it over me next time," promising candor for trust. Lin Moyu listens without interruption, his empathy making her confession easier as twilight deepens. She vows, despite fear and fatigue, that she won't retreat, steeling herself inwardly for the days to come. "Rest for now," Lin Moyu says softly, letting her collapse onto the grass beside him, surrendering to exhaustion. Soft light lingers on both. Recovery begins as spiritual energy gently swirls around them in sleep. Lin Moyu watches over her at dawn, their uneasy world quiet for the moment, charged with hope and hidden longing. A new resolve sparks as both look ahead, ready to face the next trial, haunted but strengthened by what they've endured. Lin Moyu crouches with a wry smile, nonchalantly relaxing in the trial grounds as baffled observers look on. A sharp-eyed judge wonders aloud if the exam is too easy for Lin Moyu, intrigued by his calm under pressure. The scoreboard scrolls with Lin Moyu's staggering kill tally, rumors flaring about the speed of his monster hunt. A burst of flames erupts as Xia Shui tears through obstacles in fiery pursuit, determined to match Lin Moyu's pace. She and Lin Moyu cross paths in the smoky dungeon depths, their silent rivalry fueling every step forward. They emerge side by side, battered but undefeated, their shared ordeal now an unspoken bond. A distant scoreboard flashes their names, Lin Moyu and Xia Shui, proving that survival is as much about grit as skill.